Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Tuxedo shoes.
So tell us what brings Oliver back to the island in the
Oh
season
yeah,
premiere.
you guys saw that clip this morning. I didn't know that was coming out.
We've seen the whole premiere.
Oh, you guys have seen the whole premiere,
Yes.
right? So the way that it was pitched to me was that the island for Oliver is kind of like his fortress of solitude, actually, and that after everything that went down with Malcolm and the undertaking and Tommy, that there was just nothing in Starling City for him. So in that case, he goes where he is most comfortable, which is the island.
But the place where he's most comfortable is the place where the worst possible thing happens to him.
Well, yes, but we've also, well, actually, no, not necessarily. I mean, the worst thing that's probably ever happened to him in his life would be probably a toss-up between, his father committing suicide and Tommy dying. Neither of which happened on the island, although I guess, with his dad it was in close proximity. But we've only seen a very short portion of Oliver's time on the island, so maybe it gets better.
And how is he different this time coming back from the island?
In general, just the show is a lot freer this year. Just the show is a lot freer. I mean, we're in our second season. We've only had one new director so far, so everyone that's come in has sort of known the game plan, and we're doing a lot of the things that worked for us last year and not doing the things that didn't work. I think the storytelling is tighter, but for Oliver, he has much less of a weight on him. I mean, there was very little that was heroic about what he was doing last year, save for what he attempted at the very, very end. It was all vengeance and revenge and the burden of his father. So for Oliver this year, he's just much more relaxed, much more easygoing, and because what he's doing and how he is spending his nights is making him feel good. He's not really chasing a ghost anymore.
How has working with Diggle and Felicity changed his mission?
Well, it's expanded it. I mean, it was a very narrow scope in the first year. Leading into the first season, the second season. I mean, the first episode we're dealing with hood copycats, and in the second episode, it's a very straightforward. People are stealing medical supplies that are earmarked for Glades Memorial, and we're seeing Oliver be really upset by people messing with, justice and what should happen in the city to make the city a better place. So, and both Diggle and Felicity have imparted some of those values onto him, because again, he didn't learned a lot of martial arts on the island, and he learned how to use a bow and arrow, and he learned how to become a killer, but I wouldn't necessarily say that he became a great person there. So they've given him a lot of empathy and a lot of understanding of there's more than one way to win a fight.
Did Oliver have any other allies in the first few episodes other than Felicity and Diggle?
Boy, let me think. Well, we are seeing the emergence of a team on the island as well, with Slade and Shadow, Summer Glau is now on the show playing Isabel Rochev, and we see her in the pilot, and then not for a couple more episodes. But whether I've seen it written that she's playing a villain, which is news to me at the moment. She seems much more friendly than maybe the initial reports suggested.
You touched on Summer's character. Can you talk a little bit about her dynamic with Oliver?
So she plays Isabel Rochev, and all that she, accomplished business person, and all that she knows about Oliver Queen is what she would read in the tabloids. Party boy, great. Congratulations on surviving on a deserted island for 5 years. That doesn't, you didn't go to school while you were away. So she is not interested in working with him at all to save Queen Consolidated. She wants to save it for herself or dismantle it or whatever she wants to do. She doesn't want to do it with Oliver. But that dynamic is interesting because, I am a lot more intelligent than I necessarily let on as Oliver. So she's constantly pushing at me, and it's a great opportunity for me to push back. And just as an aside, Summer is fantastic and just a wonderful actor to work with. I like working with her a lot.